Alright, what's up, y'all? Sandwich King Shawnee here. I'm actually recording this on a Friday morning. Uh, I had a bit of a day ahead of me. Same thing with Saturday. So I'll see y'all then. But I mean, while I'm recording this here, today we watching Meet the Man Behind NYC's first Italian deli on wheels. Yes, please make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, push notifications. Yeah, it's too early for this shit. Let's just do this. I gotta
This is
go.
how we first introduced to the wooden spoon. It wasn't through food. It was through my ass getting hit. If I'm Italian, you need to have marinara sauce on you at all times. It's like one of our things. So Diso's is an Italian-American sandwich truck. We're basically like an Italian deli on wheels, specializing in all types of Italian sandwiches. We've definitely fed thousands and thousands of people on the streets. We've made thousands and thousands of sandwiches. Not only on the street, but we're like open to the public, where you could actually see your sandwich being made. And I've seen people just like walk by and like, oh wow, look at those sandwiches, let's stop. And they can look inside the window and they see like the assembly line of just sandwiches just being created in front of them.
Yeah. There's always a big line here, so I was like, if there's that big of a line, it must be worth the wait.
You're expert.
All right, guys, it's 7 a.m. We've arrived at the commissary. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna load up a cart, load up the trucks, meats, cheese, chicken, our cold cuts, all our like toppings and stuff like that. They'll get loaded up onto the truck every day. So right now the biggest thing we're trying to do is load up these trucks quick. I want to get into the city so we can get to the spot and secure it for the day. 2 days ago, I noticed my radiator leaking, the temperature gauge getting hot. I think there's a leak in the radiator, so I have to check it every morning until my mechanic gets here on Friday. So that's what I'm doing before we leave, because the last thing we need is to be smoking on the Queensboro Bridge. So the commute from the commissary is typically like an average 20 minutes, 25 minutes, depending on traffic. Timing is everything. I know it's gonna be like a busy day. If you're not ready and your prep's not done before like lunch or dinner service starts, you're and there's no making it back. So this is our spot right here. We're gonna start turning on the propane. We'll turn on the generator, get the grill going, start slicing.
I'm sorry, I love King of the Hill.
All right, guys. First thing we're gonna do, the sauce needs time to cook.
Getting good.
So we're gonna make the sauce now. Typically, what we do is we're gonna oil the pot. Okay. We're gonna throw some garlic. We're gonna throw some onions to sweeten it up. Garlic for a nice flavor. Onions to make it nice and a little sweet. So we got our ground tomatoes here with a little puree. I don't think they're San Marzano, but they're just regular ground tomatoes. I think they're made in New Jersey, which New Jersey is a slept-on state when it comes to tomatoes. It's called the Garden State for a reason, right, guys? This is a marinara sauce, basically. It's a simple, straightforward marinara sauce. So basically the sauce stems from like Sicily, where my parents come from. This is like their sauce that they made Sundays that when I would go over their house, have big family meals, and I basically just carry the recipe into here. That's going on our it's called the Big Paulie sandwich. It's basically our chicken parm. So yeah, that's the sauce. We'll cook it down by like 10:30. We'll take it off. So I had a friend who used to walk around Midtown looking for like a good Italian sandwich. At the time, there wasn't any options in terms of that. So when I did get the truck, I knew exactly where to go. I wasn't come back to Midtown.
Cut a little thinner than that.
Like right off the bat. So I'm here with Sakiel. She's basically my lead person here on the truck. She's been with me for 8 years now. She started just as like a part-time person, just working like the fryer and things like that, but super dedicated, hardworking, responsible. So guys, next step is we're gonna prep for our meatballs. So what we're gonna do is the meatballs goes for the Sally Ball sandwich, which is like our typical traditional meatball parm. So basically we have here, Saki's put in some eggs. We're gonna throw some breadcrumbs in. These are seasoned breadcrumbs, garlic, parsley. We'll do some salt and some pepper. After she mixes them, we'll start hand rolling them. We'll put them here in the tray. We'll fry them a little bit just to crisp out the ends, and then we'll drop them in the sauce to finish them. Like I said, we're Italian deli on wheels. You walk into any Italian deli in the country, you're gonna find a meat slicer, right? All our meats are sliced fresh right before the service. We have like our capicola,
gabagool, sopressata.
We have our mortadella. Starting off with like the prosciutto di Parma. So this is a very, very popular selling item off the...
Wait, if you ever had mortadella, let me know if it tastes like bologna, because I might never eat it, because like I've had bologna before and I don't really like bologna. I kind of like threw up like the last time. This was like years ago. So yeah, not to discuss you guys, but bro,
off the truck. So as you can see, it's like a real labor-intensive job to like trim this every day and break it down. So now we'll throw it on here and we'll slice it up. The key basically is keeping it super thin. You'll get more flavor and juice when it's thin.
Yeah.
All our meats basically come from my meat purveyor, Romeo Brothers, the guys in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. I think growing up in an Italian neighborhood, there's always like this thing of where to find like the best pizza. There's always like this thing of where's the best Italian sandwich shops. So it's always like been a thing in the back of my head of being like, you know, if I'm gonna put out this product, it's gonna have to be like sourced from like the best places.
I don't know,
find
man.
the best bread, the best cold cut.
I mean, I'm ecstatic. I'm excited to eat
Finding the
bro.
source and sourcing it is a completely different story. It's very difficult to do. I'm here with Alfonso. He's going to show us how we typically do our breaded chicken cutlets.
Okay, now we get to the good part.
They come trimmed and they come clean. They get drudged in the egg, and then we bread them in the seasoning, the seasoned breadcrumbs here. And this is our most popular product too. So chicken cutlets go flying off the shelves here. So Alfonso today will typically do about 17 to 20 bags of chicken cutlets. They're 10-pound bags each, so you know, do the math, 170 to 200 pounds of chicken cutlets. So all of our chicken cutlets are fried made to order. We have someone who works the fryer. Chicken cutlets are constantly getting dropped. We don't need to wait for orders of chicken cutlets. They're just constantly cooking because it's, like I said, it's our best seller. As you can see, is we're working in like tight quarters here. It's a food truck. The good thing is we all have stations, so everyone's kind of like in their own spot. At the end of the day, it's a quick lunch service. We're only here for like 4.5, 5 hours for lunch. So, you know, we do what we gotta do, we bang it out, we go home. As you can see, we're bread movers. We move a lot of bread. And I source from 2 different bakeries. One of the guys out in Queens, one of the guys out in the Bronx. 5 different types of breads that we use.
Oh, from 5
bread, you know, that's kind of like a business secret thing. I don't really like to give that away. I've had a lot of issues with, you know, people trying to ask me where my breads are from, a lot of competitors, because I think that's like the whole thing with sandwiches. It basically comes down to the bread. You know, anyone could put prosciutto or slap a chicken cutlet on a bread. You know, at the end of the day, it really, I think 75% of the sandwich is where you get it from, where it's sourced, how it's made.
Oh, but the bread, yeah, the bread.
All right, so what I'm doing is I'm making...
Hey, the bread really matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some really, like... like this is one brand of bread that I get from the supermarket. It's called the JJ Casson. It's just too stiff for some reason. You know, I never really like getting the rolls, but then like usually, like their rolls, usually I like getting just a regular non-name brand, like, or it is name brand, like the big Hero, right? That comes in like a paper bag or whatever. It's just like this big. Sometimes it's like there's different ones. There's like the Portuguese ones, there's the Puerto Rican ones, there's the Dominican ones. I don't think, no, I only had that's like, it's really soft. I think that's the Puerto Rican one. But yeah, so the bread really matters. There's so many different Italian breads. By the way, because I saw one with seeds in this video, if you're ever going to do a drug test, never eat a roll, an Italian bread roll with poppy seeds on it, because that's, yeah, you'll fail your drug test.
Making a batch of our eggplants. We saute our eggplants here. We salt them up
Don't
to
ask
suck
how I
all the
know.
water out of them. We have a bunch of veggie sandwiches like eggplant or broccoli rabe. Actually, one of the sandwiches is called the Au Marie, which is our eggplant parm.
This eggplant stuff. I guess I have to try
So that's my little homage to her.
Okay.
Au Marie, oh Maria. You know it, huh? This guy's Italian, he knows. All the rest are American gangster guys, like all these crazy names like Lefty Louie and Joey Shakes and Frankie Fingers. It's 11 o'clock. We're basically ready for service to start. We already have orders coming in, so we're going to hurry this up. We have delivery orders. We have call-in orders. So we're ready to roll. We're just finishing our vodka sauce, and then we're popping the window open.
Are those peas?
I know you've seen tip jars before, but you've never seen one like this, all right? The f*** you tip me. So if you're familiar with like Goodfellas, f*** you pay me, this is f*** tip me. Hey, what's up, man?
Half unseated.
Have fun, seated. They're gonna call your name when it's ready, right? Vinny, I've known for years now. He's been coming to the truck every Thursday. Always the first customer of the day. He's on the timing better than we are. If we're not at the window open, he's like, what's the problem today? Is something going on? Did you run late?
Usually I'll order the Buffalino. So he suggested I try the spicy chicken. Thank you, buddy. I'm going, guys. God bless.
So when it comes to like our popular sandwiches, the spicy chicken is super popular. It's our take on like the whole spicy chicken out there, but we just have like an Italian version to it. So
because
first we put on the chipotle aioli.
Oh,
We'll add a little
oh,
pickles to
I
that.
love Chipotle.
Little crunch.
I gotta
Throw
try
some
banana
arugula.
peppers, but
So I
I'm
got
still
the spicy
skeptical
honey.
of it. Let me know if
All
you
right,
ever
we got
tried
our
banana
chicken
peppers.
cutlet that goes down. Little provolone cheese.
But yo,
Little
Chipotle
spicy,
sauce,
hot super
the
side on
Baja
there.
or aioli is just
Grilled onions. Put it
so
on
good.
top.
Yeah, that
little
looks
topping.
so good.
All right, that's the spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah, bro.
Our lunch rush is
Bro,
craziness.
that
Our team
Chipotle.
is, as you can see, like super professional. We're like on it. We could bang out hundreds and hundreds of sandwiches per hour if we needed to. So, what's up, man?
I'll shoot a big Polly.
Big Paulie? You want a hero or a half?
Do it here.
Next one we're doing is the Big Paulie, which is our famous chicken parmesan sandwich. Sprinkle a little basil on top,
Yeah.
shaved Parmesan Reggiano again. That marinara sauce that we made earlier.
This is so
Put
good,
on
bro.
our chicken
Like I
cutlet.
know I wasn't reacting like
There we
this,
go.
but all the other sandwich shop videos.
So in addition to being like super popular on the street in Midtown, we get some people that come to the truck, celebrity guys like Jimmy Fallon. I know he's like a fan of us. We're
Oh.
serving just hundreds of people a day, but you don't know who anyone is like at the end of the day. So like we try to put love into every sandwich that we're putting out.
Yeah.
There you go. They're gonna call your name, all right, when it's ready. Thank you. Okay, so we got the Godfather sandwich. This is like the biggest. It has like the most shit on it. Do a little pesto.
Ew, no.
All right, we got some hot cherry peppers. We got some chicken cutlet. We got a layer of prosciutto. We do a layer of the salami. Some fresh mutts.
I'm sorry, it's just so close
Okay,
up,
so
so
we have like a
it's
little
so
topping of
good, you know,
eggplant,
like
and
you
then
get
the
to
last
actually.
is we do a little topping
you
of
know.
sauce. So yeah, there's a huge difference between Italian American sandwiches
I'm just, like,
and
low-key
like
so
Italian
hungry
sandwiches
right
that you
now,
go
bro.
to
I just-
Italy.
I
you'll find,
crave
like,
one of these
The
in a
differences
minute.
between like American Italian is it's a little
I
bigger
know,
of a
I gotta
sandwich.
do a
And it's
review,
just
right?
like layer on top of layer on top of layer. Making and building a sandwich there's an art to it. Anybody could just throw some together
Nah,
on a
for
pile of
real.
bread, but this ratio to that ratio, you want every bite
Oh,
to taste
yeah.
the same.
Yeah,
There were some crazy
100%.
challenges when I
That's
first
why you gotta
started.
get chopped
I got
sandwiches
involved with
to,
my cousin in the business, who I'm super close with. Grew up with him, first cousin, and basically like we started this kind of like together. There was some things he was going through, some personal things in his life that he got caught up with, to the point where we owed vendors money. I remember one day and I was just like, I got to give this up. It's not going to work out. And I put the ad on Craigslist to sell the truck and the business. And I remember just like sitting there in my living room being like, this was a complete like disaster. Literally like that week, I got a call from the Food Network to come on to the Great Food Truck Race, which was like a life-changing experience for me because I was like, I knew I had something, 2 o'clock, basically the lunch rush, the mad lunch rush is kind of winding down now. By 2:30, it's usually finished. I would say from 2:30 to 3, it's like kind of over. Everyone's back to the office, and so on and so forth. So we're winding it down. I'm gonna make a couple more sandwiches. We're actually almost sold out of bread. So if there's no bread, there's no sandwiches,
Damn.
right?
Yeah.
So after 2:30,
Unless
we
you
break
got some
everything
noodles.
down. We drive it back to
Go,
the
yeah, make some
commissary.
pots still.
I'm not out to be like, yo, I'm the best in New York, because my whole thing is really just to pay homage to like those other guys who've done it before me, who've been around for 50 years, 30 years, 20 years, who've been doing it. I just want to be like that next guy in line to like be like, you want a good Italian sandwich, this is where you go.
Alright, yeah, this has been a great episode, y'all. Let me know. I'm just hungry, jittery. Do y'all like the energy? Do y'all like the jokes? I don't know. But yeah, comment down below, like, share, subscribe, repost. Make sure you turn on that bell. Yeah. I'm out.